Marvel Rivals Season 4 patch notes are live, and I'm covering everything from all the buffs, nerfs, and team up changes that you'll need to know about. Everything will be shown on screen, and if I can, I'll show some sort of edited comparisons to give you an idea of what these changes will be like live when the Season 4 goes live September 12th. Starting with Captain America. Pretty small downgrade. He's lost his team up anchor bonus, which means he's going to do 5% less damage. Not a massive nerf. When I heard that he was getting nerfed, I was expecting more. This will make some difference, but not a huge amount, honestly. Doctor Strange is getting buffed. His Maelstrom of Madness cooldown will now be 6 seconds instead of 8 seconds. A lot of his bursty damage potential comes from this ability, so that's a good change for him there. But he has had his base health reduced to 575. It was 600. Keep in mind that he is a team-up anchor right now, so that does mean his total health going into Season 4 will be 675. Emma Frost also got some changes. She got some straight nerfs to her abilities potential. Firstly, the diamond form has had its cooldown increased. It is now 18 seconds. In the past, it was 15. Now, I don't know if this is going to make a massive difference, honestly, but it is a change. And now, the telepathic pulse energy she gains from hitting shields has been reduced from 10 seconds to 5 seconds, so this is a more considerable nerf. Next we have Penny Parker. She's received some interesting buffs to her kit. Firstly, the spider drones have a new feature. Whenever they hit an enemy, they'll be slowed by 8% for 2 seconds, and each hit will keep stacking up to a maximum of a 40% slow effect. Now, that's pretty big. Going into Penny's spider nests now is going to be even more devastating. They've also changed Penny's ultimate. These spider drones that get released during her ultimate will be more often. It was every 0.7 seconds, but now it's every 0.5 seconds. Up next we have Thor. His movement speed during his ult has been increased from 600 to 700, so he's going to be able to cover more distance before his ultimate sends him down to the ground. Speaking of which, when he hits his ultimate ability now, he will stun surrounding enemies for 1 second. Black Panther has had some nerfs. Firstly, the bonus health he gets when hitting someone with anyone that's been marked will be less. It's 25 now instead of 30. Not a massive change, but his base health has been nerfed from 300 to 275. So he's going to be a little bit less tanky going into this season. He does have a new team up with Hulk, which we'll talk about later. But let's be honest, Hulk's probably getting banned a lot anyway. Blade got a big buff. Just kidding. His sword got increased damage from 22 to 24. Not a massive deal, honestly. I still feel like Blade needs more, but I guess the devs are scared of buffing him too much. We'll see how it is in the live patch. Magik received so many changes. Magik isn't a team-up anchor anymore, so she loses the 15% bonus damage. However, all of her abilities have been tuned. They've had their base damage increased. Overall, the damage values are going to be mostly the same, right? They've had a boost to their base damage, but the 15% damage boost is gone. There are some exceptions, though. In the past, Magik's normal melee attack would have done 35 damage. Going into this patch, it's now 40, so that has had a damage boost. The Eldritch Whirl single hit damage in Ultimate has also had its damage increased. It would have been 40, and now it's 45. There's also some straight up buffs as well to her kit. The charge time for her Magic Slash has been reduced from 1.8 seconds to 1.2 seconds. And now, the projectile that she uses when using Magic Slash will now pierce through multiple enemies. So you can hit multiple enemies with this now instead of one, and each enemy you hit will have the stepping discs cooldown reduced by 1 second. Moon Knight received a buff. His Moonblade ability can now hold 2 charges, so you could throw 2 out at once, with each charge taking 6 seconds to be available. Psylocke got a nerf. The pullback damage of Wing Shurikens has had its damage reduced from 12 per hit to 8 per hit. Scarlet Witch has received a massive ultimate buff. Her damage now goes to 9999. Basically, her Reality Erasure ultimate really will erase anything. I don't think there's anything in the game with more than 9999 health, although there are some abilities that can straight up just avoid taking damage from it. She can now be healed by teammates during this ultimate as well, and there's a new effect. When you activate the ultimate, you will pull in nearby enemies within a 15-meter radius, and the max pull speed will be determined based on how close they are, up to a maximum of 2.4 meters per second. Squirrel Girl has received some nerfs. Her burst Acon damage has been reduced from 110 to 100. The hit damage of Squirrel Blockade has gone from 35 to 50, so that's actually a buff there. And the Mammal Bond cooldown has gone from 10 seconds to 15 seconds, which is going to greatly reduce the way that she can cycle through her abilities. Next, we've got Winter Soldier. He's got a new effect on his Trooper's Fist ability. When he hits somebody with hit, they'll now be debuffed for 1 second and won't be able to use mobility abilities. This is kind of big. I mean, you could hit somebody with this and then basically guarantee a grapple, which is pretty cool. Unless you're really bad at grappling like me, and you might still miss. Now we move on to the strategist, and yes, there are Luna Snow nerfs, or nerf. It's something, okay? Firstly, the Guardian Shield ability with Invisible Woman will have an increased slow effect now. It was 30% slow, now it's 35%. Pretty small, let's be honest. The Invisible Boundary ultimate ability has had its healing increased, though, from 165 per second to 180, so that's nice. There's also a new effect. It will slow enemies within range of the ult by 20%. This was a bit confusing, actually. I don't know if this means the within range of the ultimate or just within range of Invisible Woman herself. We'll have to wait till the season goes live to figure that one out. Jeff's got a really cool ultimate change. Whenever he activates his ult, that spot that it was activated will leave an 8-meter radius of healing. It will create a healing pool on the point of activation. Not where you gobble enemies up, but the activation point, the starting point. This is pretty cool. It will do 100 healing a second for 8 seconds. Loki got some nerfs. Firstly, the clones for Loki will do less damage now. It used to do full damage. It will now do 80% damage, so when you triple that up, it's going to be quite a significant damage nerf. The God of Mischief ultimate ability has had a nerf as well. You can only stay in another shapeshift character's form for 12 seconds. It was 15. And when you use an ultimate ability that has an active duration, for example, Luna Snow's, the shapeshift time after leaving the ult will be reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds, so people will be able to target Loki a little bit easier. Luna Snow got a nerf. Yeah, woohoo! This is gonna change everything, right? Guess what? The ultimate ability has gone from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. It's better than nothing, all right? It's something. Look, we're getting there. The devs love Luna Snow, but they even put in their patch notes, see, we do nerf her. Let's see if this changes anything for Luna Snow pick rate. I don't think it will. Mantis got a change to the way her movement boost works from Nature's Favor. Instead of removing the boost as soon as she takes damage, it will now decay over time for 2 seconds. So she'll still have a bit of more movement speed even when she gets hit, which is pretty cool. Ultron also got a new ultimate ability change. He'll do 125% damage to bonus health. Now it's time to talk about the new team-ups. Divine Armory is new with Thor and Angela. Dimensional Shortcut has left for another dimension, and both Black Panther and Magik have joined other team-ups. With the new Angela-Thor team-up, Angela will be the team-up anchor, gaining an extra 100 health. Thor will be able to throw a Thunder Spear that will deal damage in an AoE blast and restore Thor Force upon hit. He can then leap to that blast area if it hit any target, so that's pretty awesome as an engagement tool. Magik now is part of the Arcane Order team-up. She can unleash a chain that will attach 2 targets together. If they try and escape this chain, they'll be slowed, and the further apart each teammate is from each other, the stronger their slow effect will be. Black Panther is now part of the Gamma Charge team-up. When his health goes below a certain threshold, he will automatically activate a Gamma Bubble, which will block incoming damage. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!